What's going on, guys? Scopamar TV here, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a reaction from a Club Shay interview with John Cena. And he is saying he does not want to have any kids. Let's hear what he got to say and let's come back with our 2 cents.
You didn't want kids. Where are you on kids now?
I don't want them.
You don't?
No, and I'm still there. I'm 47. I don't have them.
You don't want a little Johnny?
So
Or Joanna?
that's great, and that's usually what everyone says. And I got to tell you, it's not the easiest out there because a lot of why we're here is to reproduce. I have a certain curiosity about life, and I also know the investment that it takes. And my biggest fear is, as someone who's driven, many times stubborn and selfish, I try to approach the world with kindness and curiosity, but I don't think I'm personally ready, nor will I ever be, to invest the time it needs to be a great parent, because I want to live life for all it is. And I still have a lot to do, and I still want to do a lot. I have a wonderful partner I do it with. We've had open conversations about this. We share the same values. It's a tough subject to talk about, because it immediately puts you in a category, and we can't help but judge. People are human nature. We're all judgmental.
All judgmental. For me, in my culture, in Jamaican culture, the minute you hit like 20 years old, you're being pressured into having kids. Matter of fact, if you hit 25 in Jamaica and you ain't got no kids, right away they start to shame you and say, what the hell are you doing? And I'm going to say that's the same for even Black American culture. You know what I'm saying? And even other cultures, they'll shame their kids into, hey, you're 25. Why aren't you married? You know, why aren't you having a house? When I was your age, I had all of this. I had all of that. But what John Cena is saying, I can totally agree with. Obviously, that was not my path. I had one child. And you know, I'm a father and I don't regret it. However, listening to him and what he's saying in regards to giving his all and being a dad, he's not able to commit to that. I gotta respect it. You have so much people out here that willingly bring kids into this world and are not ready to not be selfish, to not give up certain things for temporarily sometimes, just to make sure that kid gets the proper attention and guidance that they need.
I'd like to believe that I operate under the construct that everyone's okay living their life, and I can tell you this is not like a knee-jerk reaction. I've thought long and hard about this. Even as my youngest ages, like 15, 16, I remember thinking about it. My opinions only hit that gray area during emotionally difficult times. And I'm very happy with where I stand. I have a lot of joy and fulfillment in my life. And that's pretty much where I stand on that.
Was that a difficult conversation to have with your wife?
No, it was actually, I learned from every scenario.
Okay.
And I've learned from my past.
Yeah, because you had a reality show, right?
I did.
And it would play. Oh man.
So that no. Again, I don't regret that.
Okay.
I look back on that fondly because it really showed me who I was.
Oh, okay.
So when I begin,
Wow.
I got knocked off the bike. That's okay. I love. Time to get back up and go find it again. And in that due process, I open with the uncomfortable conversations. So those were like first and second date questions with my now wife.
Yeah.
And it was great because we both got to lean into these uncomfortable moments and address this stuff. And now we've actually built a foundation where whenever one of us is feeling bothered, nothing's off the table.
Right.
So,
You know, the holiday seasons are some of the most difficult seasons for people such as John Cena and other folks that decided they don't want any kids. I know a few men that don't have any kids, don't want kids, they're married, and most people that have kids cannot fathom, why would you not want kids? It's very selfish of you not to procreate and bring along humanity, because in a sense, we are put on this planet just like a tree that bears fruit. We are supposed to bring forth children. But if it is somebody's personal choice not to have a child, we are not supposed to judge. Only God can judge them, right? If they want to have fun in life for the rest of their life, that is their life. That's how they choose to live it. Other people find joy in taking care of kids, bringing kids up in hopes that the kids will somehow look back and take care of them when they get older. Some people, they just want to bring the kids up and go on about their day for the next 20 years until they're no longer here. Now, what is, the most fascinating thing is that most of the people that have one child, they somewhat stick to that one child. But people who have multiple children, they want you to have multiple children too. It's like the saying goes, misery love company. They will shame you. It's like when you don't have kids, people will say, hey, what's going on? You're like 40 something, you're like 30 something. Aren't you going to have kids? Then you go and you have one. Then after you have the one, they say, that's it? You're not going to give them a brother or sister? Are you kidding me? You need to have another one. Then you have two. Then you have two, they're like, okay, that's all you're going to do? I mean, come on now. What is going to hurt to just do a third one? I mean, don't you want a big family? And that's the cycle. You continuously listen to people making decisions for your future. And then when it's all said and done, these same people are going to look at you struggling and be like, wow, I did not know that he was going through all that drama. I did not know that he was going through all that stress. I did not know that they were going through it financially. These same people that shamed you into having a bunch of kids are now talking bad about you. So therefore, I cannot fault John Cena for not wanting to have kids, because at the end of the day, he wants to make sure that he live his life to the fullest for himself. And there's nothing wrong with that. My biggest problem is people that don't want kids, but still bring the kids in the world and want to do what John Cena do and live for themselves only. This is where you have the broken family. This is where you have people that desert their children. You can tell by John Cena's reaction that if he was supposed to slip up and have a kid, he would be a good father, but he would be depressed probably for the rest of his life, because he would have to give up who John Cena is completely. It's for him, it seems as if it's 100% him, and that's it. If he can't be John Cena, then he will never be John Cena. He would just have to be dad to some kid, and that is why I feel like he probably say, you know what, I'm just going to stick to being me, John Cena. Well, reading these comments, people are not bothered, and they're not dogging him out in any way, because they understand how he articulates himself.
So we, of course, nobody's perfect. We have our disagreements, but we handle them right then and there. And nothing is too uncomfortable to be unapproachable. And that's like starting off with a conversation about, hey, where do you see family life? And what is the definition of our family? And what brings you joy? And is this a bucket that you need to fill? Those conversations have helped me, at least personally, and her, forge a path together as a team.
You show up and like, this about to be the shortest date in the world. Where are you on?
So, but I also believe there's somebody out there for everyone.
Yes.
I mean, we can see that the way the world is, there is a lot of different people out there. And I think that's beautiful, because that can lead to love, connection, which is good.
Right.
I guess my takeaway on this is, if you're out there and you feel alone, you're not. It may be hard to find someone who has the same values, but they're out there, and don't give up searching, because you're not as alone as you think you are.
You didn't want kids. Where are you on kids?
So there you have it, folks. John Cena said no kids, and I can't blame him. Kids are very time consuming. It will stress you out. Matter of fact, it will age you. Once you have kids and you hit your 30s, you are guaranteed to start getting them gray hairs. The only thing that I can give advice wise to people is just try to keep yourself in shape, because you will be run down. They take a lot of time, effort, energy, money. Okay. So let's go to the comments and see what the people got to say. Some people with kids want him to experience elements of suffering of having them. Misery loves company. Well said. Like I said before, once you don't have kids and you hit a certain age, people want you to be in their boat. They don't want you on vacations flying all over the place as a single free bird. They want you chained down. As a matter of fact, once you have one, they want you to be two in the hole, three in the hole. They want you to have four plus two dogs. Before you know it, all your paycheck are going to the dogs and the kids. You don't have a hobby. You don't have no life. That is the life that they envision for you. But if you envision a life for yourself where you say, you know what, I just want one, or I don't want none because I want to live for me too. Hey, kudos to you. Let's read another comment. Someone says, I completely respect his point of view for his life and very well articulated. How can you be offended? No way you can't be offended. Very well articulated by John Cena. And, I think the question was put well by Shannon Sharp. He has a great way of phrasing personal questions without it coming off as rude. So that's all I got to say, guys. What do you guys think in the comment section? Scope of Mart TV. I'm out.